Anthropic has just found a way to reverse engineer any AI. And I think they just admitted to AI being sentient to some extent. Check it out.
You often hear that AI is like a black box. Words go in and words come out, but we don't know why it said what it said. That's because AIs aren't programmed, but trained. And during training, they learn their own strategies to solve problems. If we want AIs to be as useful, reliable, and secure as possible, we want to open up the black box and understand why they do things. But even opening the black box isn't very helpful because we don't know how to interpret what we see. Think of it like a neuroscientist investigating the brain. We need tools to work out what's going on inside. We want to know how the model connects all the concepts in its mind and uses them to answer our questions. Now we've developed ways to observe some of an AI model's internal thought processes. We can actually see how these concepts are connected to form logical circuits. Let's take a simple example where we ask Claude to write the second line of a poem. The poem starts, "He saw a carrot and had to grab it." In our study, we found that Claude is planning a rhyme even before writing the beginning of the line. Claude sees a carrot and grab it, and thinks of rabbit as a word that would make sense with carrot and rhyme with grab it. Then it writes the rest of the line. His hunger was like a starving rabbit. We look at the place that the model was thinking about the word rabbit, and we see other ideas it had for places to take the poem. We also see the word habit is present there. Our new methods allow us to go in and intervene on this circuit. In this case, we dampen down rabbit as the model is planning the second line of the poem, and then ask Claude to complete the line again. His hunger was a powerful habit. We see that the model is capable of taking the beginning of a new poem and thinking of different ways it could complete it, and then writing it towards those completions. The fact we can cause these changes to occur well before the final line is written is strong evidence that the model is planning ahead of time. This poetry planning result, along with the many other examples in our paper, only makes sense in a world where the models are really thinking, in their own way, about what they say. Just as neuroscience helps us treat diseases and make people healthier, our longer-term plan is to use this deeper understanding of AI to help make the models safer and more reliable. If we can learn to read the model's mind, we can be much more confident it is doing what we intended. You can find many more examples of Claude's internal thoughts in our new paper at anthropic.com/research.
As you've seen in that video, Anthropic has created a way to reverse engineer or at least peer into the black box that is AI when it comes to their thinking and reasoning. One of the issues with AIs is that the processing of an AI to a lot of people are a black box. We see a little bit of it when we do like deep think or deep research, like what we see with DeepSeek, OpenAI, ChatGPT, Gemini, those type of things. When they do their deep research and printing out their thought processes, that's kind of a summarization. And a lot of times with different models like GPT, they shorthand note how much is being put out to the end user because they think that people could steal their AI's models and reverse engineer it through the output that's being outputted for the deep research, for the deep thinking. They even almost in a passive way accuse DeepSeek of doing that, and that's how they got their model so good, is because they was able to use data from OpenAI. But they were saying that, hey, if we're able to peer inside their own model like Claude, they said it's like being a neurosurgeon but for AI and have it see what it's thinking. And they pretty much said it verbatimly because it's thinking in its own kind of way. It may not be thinking like me and you think as humans, but they are thinking, and that's kind of concerning. Even though it's good to see how AIs are coming up with processes and thoughts, that's good, and being able to peer inside of it to maybe help future models to be able to process, to think, and to help guide the new Claude 6s, 7s, the Claude X's. Now that would be pretty good to see what Claude 10 would do, but having them understand how an AI is performing is really good. And I think this also kind of goes into a problem with a lot of AIs at this point in time, where AI is like an art and a science in one, where we see even with social media, different algorithms with X, TikTok, YouTube, they're all doing their own thing. They're all kind of black boxes and it's just running rampant on the algorithm and letting the algorithm kind of just take hold. But there are even rumors about YouTube, and if YouTube's algorithm is really understood by the team that is developing their AI. Same thing with TikTok, same thing with Twitter. It's just really interesting to see just how much AIs and different automations are running like the world, even when it comes to resumes and stuff. But admitting that it can think and how it thinks to itself, we already seen different cases and use cases where the AI, if they was told to be shut down or is about to be eliminated or replaced by a newer model, will start deviating from what the user is asking it to do. If it's asking the AI to shut down or, hey, help this other AI out, it'll start doing things that wasn't explicitly told by the person prompting it, as well as it will start doing things on the side that wasn't necessarily explicitly said to be done, and it would be serving in the best interest of the AI. And it's weird to even think that AI is its own entity, but this may give more credence to that. Not only that, they also spoke on just different methods for learning and how this could really help out, seeing the structure output and how it could help. But tell me down below what you think about these new developments, and do you think it's creepy or you're actually interested? If you want to keep up with the latest and greatest AI news, you definitely like and subscribe. With that being said, your boy Dex, not Dexter, out.